Look, the age of techno-libertarianism is coming at us at like warp 6, and Republicans are happy to watch this oligarchic, sycophantic ball of excrement in human form take the keys to the kingdom and drive it straight off a cliff. So if Chip Roy and any other conservatives would like to distract Donald Trump and his oligarchs from burning down the goddamn country, I actually applaud them. Keep it up, guys. All right, guys, we are about 1 month away from T-Day, which is pretty much the opposite of D-Day, where the fascists actually take power. And it looks like in this season of House of Tards, we're actually going to have a little bit of a flashback to last season, when the Republican House did everything they possibly could to self-sabotage and kill off all of the main characters before the opening credits even roll. And let's be honest, this has all the foreshadowing of a Republican red wedding. And Vice President Donald Trump is letting Congressman Chip Roy know that he's got his boo, President Elon Musk, back, and he finds his lack of faith very, very disturbing.
Fear will keep the local systems in line.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
So after Chip Roy said he would not be voting for Mike Johnson's latest attempt to raise the government's debt ceiling, Trump tweeted, or truth, or whatever the hell you call it nowadays, this: Chip Roy is just another ambitious guy with no talent. By the way, how's Bob Good doing? I hope some talented challengers are getting ready in the great state of Texas to go after Chip in the primary. He won't have a chance. Bob Good, of course, got primaried by John McGuire, a Trump-backed candidate, and lost his primary by 375 votes. Good, of course, hurt Orange Jesus' feelings by endorsing the man in high heels, Ron DeSantis. And even though he later backed Trump, Orange Vaderade already had his depends in a bunch. Trump later tweeted about Roy saying, "The very unpopular Congressman from Texas, Chip Roy, is getting in the way as usual of having yet another great Republican victory, all for the sake of some cheap publicity for himself. Republican obstructionists have to be done away with. The Democrats are using them and we can't let that happen. Our country is far better off closing up for a period of time than it is agreeing to the things that the Democrats want to force upon us. Biden is president and it's his obligation to properly lead. We're there to do the right thing and we can't agree with what Biden and the Democrats are demanding. Weak and ineffective people like Chip have to be dismissed as being utterly unknowledgeable as to the ways of politics and as to making America great again. Put America first and go for the victory, even if it means shutting the government down for a period of time. We had an overwhelming victory just 4 weeks ago, and we're not going to let the Democrats forget it so quickly." First of all, I dare you to ask Donald Trump to spell obstructionist. I guarantee he can't. But look, far be it from me to defend Bob Good or Chip Roy. But if you are making the Mandarin Messiah and Emperor Musk cry, you gotta be doing something right. And the fact that the Republicans' overwhelming victory happens to be the smallest margin of victory that has happened in modern history doesn't seem to change the way that Donald Trump treats Republicans and his followers, even though they have been loyal to him through many court cases and convictions. Look, right now, Republicans have 220 seats in the House, and that's not taking into account Grapey McForehead, who tried to dodge accountability from the House Ethics Committee by sneaking out the back door when nobody was looking, or Elise Stefanik, Mike Waltz, or Lori Chavez. That leaves Republicans with only a 216 to 215 House lead. But wait, there's more. Republican Victoria Spartz has pledged to not caucus or sit on a committee until other conservatives agree to give President Elon Musk free rein to gut the government.
Indiana Representative Victoria Spartz for the first time since learning she will not participate in the Republican conference next year.
The Republican who represents Indiana's 5th district sent a statement yesterday saying, quote, "The American people voted for the Republican Party to govern, not deliver talking points and messaging bills."
Here's what she had to say on CNN this morning about her decision.
That I want to make sure that President Trump's priority is actually going to happen through Congress. And unfortunately, this institution haven't been governing. And unfortunately, we are not changing procedures and processes and doing a lot of talking points and messaging bill. And it's not just, leadership of this House right now. It's been happening already for decades. But ultimately, my party will have to take responsibility. So I want to make sure that I put pressure on my leadership to govern.
It would be absolutely hilarious if it was a Ukrainian Republican congresswoman that tanked the Conservative Party. And of course, we can't forget all of the MAGA Republicans that already have caused absolute chaos over the last 2 years. But to top it all off, now Rand Paul and MTG would like Elon Musk to be the Speaker of the House. That's right. Let's go ahead and make him the head of a department that already regulates his business interests. He can be Donald Trump's fluffer, and perhaps maybe even the potential new owner of MSNBC, and f*** it, why not TikTok too? Look, the age of techno-libertarianism is coming at us at like warp 6, and Republicans are happy to watch this oligarchic, sycophantic ball of excrement in human form take the keys to the kingdom and drive it straight off a cliff. So if Chip Roy and any other conservatives would like to distract Donald Trump and his oligarchs from burning down the goddamn country, I actually applaud them. Keep it up, guys. Keep the Mandarin Messiah golfing and tweeting for the next 4 years. And if I were the Democrats, I'd be doing my best Littlefinger impression, and I would be keeping these geniuses at each other's throats for the next 4 years as well. We have 2 jobs. 1, stay safe and stay sane. And 2, we need to, for the next 4 years, be as loud as possible and point out every single time that Donald Trump or his supporters do something that is bad for America. And there's going to be a lot to point out. Believe me, there's going to be a lot. If you love America like I love America, if you want to see the people around you succeed, be taken care of, and eventually you want to see someone who deserves to be in office, it's our job to make sure that that happens. Oligarchs like Peter Thiel, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg are going to do everything they possibly can to solidify their authority moving forward in America. So it's up to me and you to make sure that that doesn't happen. All right, guys, tell me what you think. Do you think it's going to be 4 more years of just what we saw for the last 2 years in the House? Lots of chaos, lots of craziness, but nothing really getting done? Or are we heading down a path of techno-libertarianism, or perhaps even idiocracy, or the Handmaid's Tale? You guys let me know. All right, guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.